6 feet apart.
I'm 6 feet.
We're good.
We're
6
good.
feet. We're good.
We're good, boss.
Okay.
We're good.
Don't call Big Gretch.
So what do you think about the schedule there, Mr. Bob Waite?
All I know is Van Horn and Musson have 6 at 240. And I'm
6.
6 tee times at 240. I'm putting up a official complaint.
Okay.
Do we still have the 6,
Make sure it's in triplicate.
the 232?
And return receipt requested, certified mail. First day, guys. What do you think?
Sunny day, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
You know you're not supposed to be riding in the cart together. Do you guys live together?
We do.
Oh, okay. All right. That's all right.
We're wearing our masks.
Hey, welcome guys. Welcome back to the 2020 Golf Group League. I'm Gags.
And I'm Dunsey. And man, is it great to be back on Mulligans Island.
Yeah, we had a very interesting off season, but last week we were able to capture some video, but due to technical difficulties beyond our control, we weren't able to publish one a video. So we're gonna make it a 2-for-1 today, Mike.
That's right. We're going to show you some clips from last week, and then, of course, we'll talk about this week's stats and everything. It's been an interesting couple of months here. I know you've all probably felt cooped up, and I'm glad to get out. And things have changed so much. I mean, we're doing this by Zoom, 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. You know, what the hell?
Yeah. Whoa,
Drinking
Mike,
time is kind of undefined now.
What you got going there, Mike?
A little bourbon on the rocks at 9 in the morning, man. Come on, it's quarantine time.
Oh, but it is the weekend, I heard.
It's true, and it's a 3-day weekend because, boy, that's going to feel different to all of us, isn't it?
Yeah. That's funny. But it is good to be back, and everybody appears to be healthy, and man, they were cooped up. They were ready to go early.
Yeah, it was hard not to just kind of grab onto people and hug them and, shake their hand and everything like normal. But we got through it, and now we're getting more normal each week. This week we had the plastic, and people could go two to a cart, so that was kind of cool.
Right, and for the crazy people who still wanted to walk,
yeah,
that was good also.
That's right. So,
well, Mike, the first week went off pretty much without a hitch. I believe most of the golfers were there. But
everybody except Pat O'Neill, who has, recovering from shoulder surgery. So
that's right. Get well soon, Pat, and get back playing here shortly.
Yes. Get your sub to pay me the sub fees for 2 weeks. He owes me now.
Oh, yeah, that's important too. Just because there's a pandemic, you still have to pay.
That's right. So the first week showed Johnson & Johnson, our only new team, which is only half new. We have Eldon now playing with his brother Darwin. And Johnson & Johnson put a whooping on a team, I heard.
Yeah, it was Mr. Horton and I. By the way, if you're, everybody had a good laugh that the new guys beat us, but I will tell you, this is Eldon Johnson times 2. Down the middle, no boo-boos, and be prepared. Our group gave 32 shots in handicap. 32. No excuses. They played well. Congrats to them. We're moving on, Mike.
Well, you were in last place after the first week.
Only one way to go, baby.
That's right. And you did go up. You're up to second to last now. So congratulations on that.
Guys
Even
all
though
setting
you-
us up for a comeback. Where'd I hear
Even
that
though you
before?
lost your match.
Yeah, who'd we play this week, Mike? Oh,
That would be me with
yes.
super sub Jeff Ellenwood.
Respectable for us.
One hole.
And we moved out of the cellar. So, and as I look at the standings here, looks like we got a Papphausen and Ratskins in first place, Mike.
Yeah, old Warren, Bad Warren was bragging about how they're going to finish in fourth. Well, I think, being in first now, they have a chance of, maybe only falling to fourth, but we'll see. One of the things that struck me is I realized that Jim Papphausen's name is probably James. So you realize that James and Warren, we have two teams that are James and Warren.
The James and Warren's team. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Well, yeah, Mike, before we go any further, let's go to some video of last week's tailgate, and Warren had some pretty opinionated views about where they're gonna finish and who he wants to bet. So let's take it over there.
Okay.
All right, Warren, what's your prediction on skins this year?
You know what? I got a couple of predictions.
All right.
Number one is that I'm going to win at least $260 in skins. $260.
Got it?
Number two is I will bet anyone 1.5 odds that Trump will win this year. So I will bet $1,000 against $1,500 to anybody.
How about the prediction on where your team will finish this year?
Hold on, one last
They
prediction.
gotta be in first place this
I'll
week.
also tell you guys that Joe Biden will never make it to November 3rd, and I will bet 2-to-1 odds on that one, and anybody should take that bet.
Once again, how's the team?
I mean, he's not going to be the nominee. They're
Warren,
gonna put somebody
once
in place.
again, how's the team going to do?
Oh, the team, Jim and I?
Yeah.
We're going to end up in 4th place.
What's it? I didn't hear odds. I didn't hear odds on that.
We're going to end up in 4th place,
Odds?
and I'm extremely happy about that, and there's even on that one.
Well, Warren, that was pretty interesting. After this video airs, I got a feeling you'll have some takers. So just be prepared to make some bets this week. Mike, any thoughts?
Yeah, he got the alcohol in the mouth running at the same time. So we'll see. I'm considering taking him up on this bet. I'm not a millionaire like he is, so I'd alter the level of the bet. But yeah, what the heck? We'll see.
Why not? Then, Mike, there's speaking of Johnson and Johnson, they're in second place.
Yes, they are.
And with Florio and Mundros, I guess that's the Flomo team.
The Flomo, yeah, and Rapson and Scheibel,
Mm-hmm.
and Chris and I, and
sometimes Chris.
yeah, and Boston Poorman, all tied for third place. But as usual, when you start going like for the best scores, I usually try to list the best under 40. And a lot of times you have, 6, 7, 8 guys. Get to the lakes, just 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that this is not really a shock, but the low gross was Florio was 36. Bob Waite with 39, who actually found a golf cart. I think it was on loan from Greenfield Village. But he walked the course this week, Mike, at 39, and then Mark Dozy at 40. Good scores, guys.
And it's interesting. We played the lakes early because that was the one they told us we had to go out on. And Dozy shot like 55 or 56 or something in the early round. And I told him we were on the 6th tee. I said, I'm glad I'm not playing you because I know you're going to come back and shoot. Well, 40. Man, that's a great score.
It does benefit to play the same course twice, which we'll have to check the bylaws to see what's
Well, if
in
they
there.
won't let you play the other ones, what are you going to do?
I guess you drink on Saturday morning.
Trust
That's all you
me.
do.
And trust me, we did not want to play the Lakes twice.
I get it. Well, that also brings us to low net, which
net.
is some interesting things. Mike, who was low net this week?
We had a four-way tie for low net at 34. It was Mark Dozy, as mentioned, John Morano. So the whole team was low net.
JMO.
Yeah. Mike Florio and Jim Pathhouse.
And Jimmy. Nice job.
And then Bobby Waite and you came in at net par, 35.
Wow. I'll take that on that golf course.
Heck yeah.
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 Who do we have
Hacker
this week?
of the week.
Oh, boy. Here we go. First one of the year.
First one of the year, Dan Bondar. Dan struggled. He had a little bit of trouble. Shot a 61 for a net of 47. A net
Mike, how many?
12 over par.
So he played 9 holes. How many of them was there a score of 8 recorded?
Well, he started out with an 8, which sets a bad tone for the day.
The rest of it, yeah.
He then struggled to get back to that 8 over the next 5 holes, but he couldn't quite do it. And finally, at hole number 7, he got an 8, and then he repeated that feat on number 8 and number 9. So he started with an 8 and then finished 888.
Honorable mentions of beatdown of the week. Mike, I see our opponents for next week. Bears and Stucco took 28 points from Dave Batts and Ron Lynn.
That's right. Bears and Stucco finished, were they last year or very close?
No, I think they were close, but they battled all year to get out of that last
terrible
position.
time. And here they come out and take 28 points. That was a great performance by them. And then we had 2 real beatdowns for the tie for the lead. Boss and Poorman took 30 points from Tim Joy and Doc Keskis.
Oh, boy, Doc.
And Pathhausen and Radgens, the reason they're in first place, took 30 points from the Daves.
The Daves. Yeah, let's go back to Doc Bears a second, Mike. He goes down to Florida in the winter, and we want to congratulate Doc. He had a hole-in-one this past winter.
I heard that, yeah.
Right. With the bar closed, though, I would assume there would be some kind of beverage handout maybe this week after golf. Any thoughts on that? You think he should?
He owes, right?
He owes.
When you get a hole-in-one, you owe.
Anyway,
right.
Mike, as we move on, and it's with this not being able to go to the clubhouse, not everybody stops afterwards and chit chats. We have to clarify what is a ball that's holed and what is not holed.
Right.
Go ahead.
So from now on, hitting the stick is not good enough if it doesn't drop. So no more screaming a putt, really fast and just hitting the stick and letting it bounce out. That does not count anymore. Starting this week, it must be in the cup. As Bob Waite said, if it's in, it's in. If it's out, it's out.
Right. And speaking if it's in and it's out and it's out, this week starts JMO's Sheeny Pool, Mike.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you haven't paid your $30, make sure you get in this week. Otherwise, somebody's going to buy your spot. And if you get any skins, they're going to take your skin money. And don't forget that Doug Ward is running the non-handicap skins at $5 a week.
Yep.
If you want to get in, just see him and give him your $5 and you'll be
right.
Don't forget we're tailgating right now at the back of the parking lot.
Mm-hmm. Bring your chair.
Back there by the summer house, bring a folding chair and bring what you're drinking, BYOB. And you can hang out with us if you want. If you don't want to, fine. But, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of guys back there last week, and it was a blast.
It's good to talk to everybody, yep. Yeah. Besides, maybe Doc Bears will bring that hole-in-one prize to everybody.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, you don't want to miss that.
Oh, gosh, no. Well, guys, we'll see you on this upcoming Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed Zoom Mulligans Island. It's the best we can do. Yeah, well, anyway, I'm Gags.
And I'm Dunsey. And
Well,
have a great week.
yep, we'll see you next Wednesday, guys. Bye.
Bye.
I'm fighting for a 9. I get a stroke. Warren's on the green. He's got to make a putt. He says you got to make that putt. You know, at the end of the year, when Marty and I are fighting for that championship, this one stroke can make the difference. So I made him putt, and he missed it. So we split with a 9.